So what can we see from Earth? We can see Earth, obviously. We can see our moon. We can see the sun. We can see the Milky Way. We can see stars and comets and asteroids and satellites, those are man-made, and planets. We can see Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and sometimes Uranus. And we can even see meteors. Meteors are what we normally refer to as shooting stars, but stars don't move. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a model of the planets so that we can see the size that they are. And so now you're going to be here. So the planet that is closest to the sun is Mercury. If we were to just compare the size, we're going to call Mercury a 1. Here is a centimeter ruler. Mercury is about 1 centimeter across, or the same size as the very tip of your fingertip. So we're going to make a Mercury here. Here we have, it's a little bit smaller than a 1, but awfully close. So here we can see that we have made Mercury. That's how big Mercury is. Our next planet is Venus. Venus is almost a 2. So we need something a little bigger than Mercury, or about 2 finger widths. And here I have a little ball that I've rolled up that is a 2. Planets are always round, so make sure you roll your balls nice and round after you've gotten them sized. So Venus is a 2. So Mercury is next to the sun. If I was to make a sun, it would be as big as a hula hoop in this diagram. So Mercury is a 1, Venus is a 2, and we come next. Earth is about the size of Venus. It is also about a 2. So I'm going to make a little ball here and check my size. And, oh, Earth's not very round yet. I'll have to fix that. But we're right about a 2, which is good. Got to make it round. And then we have Earth, which is right about a 2. Perfect. Earth. Our next planet is Mars. We talk a lot about Mars. It's the red planet, and we talk about it being similar to Earth, but really, Mars is smaller than Earth. Mars is more the size of Mercury. It is a 1 on our scale. So I've broken off a little bit of clay, and if you have clay, you can do this too. Teachers, you can pause the video if they need time. And we've made a little 1 for Mars. Well, we got a few more planets to go, guys. Let me give us some space. Our next planet is Jupiter. Now, as you can see, Jupiter is 22 of 22 Mercuries, or it would be 11 Earths. And I do not have enough clay to show that. So what we've done is we have made a flat thing of clay here. And I'm going to measure to 22. So I'm going to make a little mark right here at 22. I'm going to make a mark at 1. I'm going to make another mark going across it. Oh, perfect. There's 22. And there's a 1. Then I'm going to draw a circle connecting my marks. And the ruler actually may work for my circle drawing. Yes, it's doing just fine. And there's a circle here. As you can see, my circle's not a perfect circle, but it still gives us an idea of how big Jupiter is. Now I got to pull Jupiter off the table. I may not be able to do that. We will probably leave Jupiter right where it is. We will put a mark on Jupiter. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and Jupiter. Our next planet is also quite large. It is Saturn. Saturn is an 18. So I have another flat piece of clay here so we can make Saturn. And 18 is to right here on the ruler. So this is sized almost perfect for Saturn already. I'll just make it a little bit. There we go. And yep, I will not need to cut anything off the sides of this one. It's pretty good, but I will cut around the mark we drew there and here. These are rough estimates, and obviously the planets are way bigger than the clay we're using. This is just so we can get an idea of how big they are compared to Earth. We have Saturn. Our next planet is Uranus. Uranus is an 8, so it is 8 Mercuries, or 4 times the size of Earth. And here we can see 8 on our measurer. And I've already got a ball that's pretty close to the 8, so we're going to go with that for Uranus. Uranus is about 8. And our final planet is Neptune, which is also an 8. we're going to make Neptune out of blue and yellow because that's what we have left. We're going to check our size. Yep, we're pretty good. And Neptune. So let's try to get these guys in order next so that we can see all of them. Why don't you just film it in order, Stephen? That'll help. So first we have Mercury, which is less than 1. Then Venus is almost a 2. Earth is a 2. Mars is back to a 1. Venus, where did Venus go? Oh, sorry. We'll start that again. Mercury is less than a 1. Venus is almost a 2. Earth is a 2. Mars is a 1. Jupiter is our next one. It's the big one at 22. Saturn at 18. Uranus at 8. Neptune at almost an 8. And then we have a planet that's not a planet anymore called Pluto. And Pluto is so small now that if I were to form Pluto, Pluto would be about that big. So Pluto is considered a dwarf planet now. It no longer has planetary status. Let's compare Earth to these planets. Earth to Mercury, Earth to Venus, Earth to Mars, Earth to Jupiter, Earth to Saturn, Earth to Uranus, and Earth to Neptune. And that's where we're going to stop.